Bear Slayer or whatever it was. Yeah. Good versus them, right? Not that we're having trouble killing them though. The thing, like, he's already one-shotting them. Doesn't really matter if you can one-shot them harder. Maybe it would matter for the red mage, but red mage is doing pretty good. Here's where we needed the rod. Four floors to go. 5 at level 21. Oh, 5 spells, that is. Alright. 4-4. Basement 4. A couple more item rooms. Oh. First one's one to the north, one to the south. The eventual exit to this floor is all the way in like the far northwest. Item room. Hey, Enodons. Guys are doing some pretty good damage. Half. Ogre Mage. Gone from Ogre to Ogre Chief, Ogre Mage. Ogre Chief. Ogre Mages are kind of color. Which all of these chests have a fight tile in front of them. Ooh, remember this fight. He didn't hit very hard, which makes me think maybe he paralyzes or something. 8 damage? That's really weak. Maybe there's a status effect attached to it. It just failed that time. Another fight tile. Sphinx is? The Sphinx is? Is that the Sphinx? Tie? Sphinxin? Sphinx no Futatsu? Bunch of money in here. Back to the Just don't paralyze the white mage before he casts her. Alright. And everyone's just going for that monk. A werewolf and goblin guards. The upgraded form of goblins. A little more colorful than their weaker brethren. White mage is doing okay damage at this point too. Hammer over there. So if we go up here, it leads to exit to this floor, but we want to go down first to get some gear. I believe there is a shield upgrade or somewhere, and since it wasn't in the first room, I assume it's in the second room. $100 damage from the monk. Careful me this time, Mr. Monk. $42. He's starting to ramp up a little bit. The monk's defense and offense is based almost entirely on his level. As long as he's not actually wielding any weapons or armor. Cast him blank. Not gonna help him. Tried. Alright, a mithril shield. We're heading for the exit to this floor. Final floor of Cavern of Earth. Fight the Lich. Cross the first of the 4 fiends off our list. These Pisco demons, I mean, they were like a pretty hard little mini-boss when we first fought them. You know, like 2 dungeons ago. At this point, they're just kind of a joke. They haven't gotten any stronger. I like the I like the art for these trolls. Crazy. They're grabbing their heads, they just can't take it anymore. I just like it. Although the hair situation's kind of weird, right? They have like hair just on their calves, their elbows, their back, their head. I don't know, like the hair coming out of their calves looks like decorative. It doesn't look like normal. Anyways, welcome to the 5th floor, home of the Lich. The 5th floor, I don't believe has any chests on it. You just need to make your way to the Lich. Not that far away, right over here. Let's check our health. And Pop everybody off. Doing great on mana too. This is not going to be a hard fight, but it is the first of the 4 fiends. 4 fiends in chaos making up the main bosses of the main story of this game. Here we go, the first crystal. Who speaks to me? I am he who feeds on the power of earth. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich, fiend of earth. Yeah, the 4 fiends actually come back up in some of the other Final Fantasy games, and it's always fun to see an homage to the... I love the art for the fiend bosses too. Like, they're these huge compared to the other bosses. It's nice. Alright, you're just gonna attack. You're just gonna attack. That's all those guys ever do. We're gonna temper the main dude. We're going to blink the healer. The Lich, in the original NES, he had like 400 health. Like the bosses in the original NES did not have very much hit. In this version, I think he has like over 1,000, but even then it's still not that much. Going to go down very quickly, especially with me tempering my fighter. Is anybody going to do much of this at all yet? Put invis on the fighter. He's paralyzed our monk. Thankfully that's not the one we've been tempering. I don't believe I have any way to like deal with like I don't have any way to deal with the fact that he's paralyzed. I don't have like a paralyzation cure. So he's just gonna be paralyzed till he gets over it. I think theoretically we could cast Dia, I guess. See what that does to the Lich. We notice the fighter's already getting up to the 200. Maybe up to like the 300 area now. Next round we're going to cast Haste on him too. Haste will basically double the number of attacks that he... The monk's already back at it. Going to put a cure down on that monk. Down at half health. Monk's not doing much damage, but we will buff him up too, but by the time that buff gets rolling, this fight will be over already. And the monk is down. But you know what? We're gonna heal the dead body though. The fighter is already like gone Super Saiyan on us at this point. He may just finish off the Lich. But in case he doesn't here, have another temper. I don't even know how many times you can stack that. I'm gonna try to get the monk back up, but yeah, 700 damage in one swing at this point. I believe 2 of those would have taken out the Lich by themselves. Buffs in this game are very, very powerful. And necessary when you get to Chaos, because if you don't kill Chaos fast enough, he will heal himself to full. Anyways, the monk once again missed out on some XP, but he'll be okay. That's 1 crystal down. Free to go. Alright. And then the Earth Gift Shrine opens up. This is one of those extra dungeons that was added in the Game Boy Advance PSP versions. You notice there was a statue of the Lich in the way. It is gone now. So we can actually get into the Earth Gift dungeon whenever we so choose at this point. Now, I've never actually done them during the main game. I've always waited till in-game to kind of go pick up these extra dungeons. But I wonder... Is that dungeon low enough level that maybe we should just do it now? Is that a thing? Oh. But regardless, you can see right there on our that we now have the Earth Crystal. Next up on our list is going to be the Fire Crystal. For that, we need to get back to our boat. Go ahead and stop at the inn. Also, now learn our level 5 magic. The magic level was 20. But you can't learn teleport? Red Wizard can't. Once we become a wizard, I could learn Slowra, but I never really know what enemies. I don't really use it that much. White magic I wanted him to learn. Grab Cure. I already have a cure. I'm gonna want teleport to be the last one. Wizard. You have to get the air. Before we can do that, so we're gonna do the Fire Crystal, and then after the Fire Crystal, we will be the airship, and then at that point, class upgrade. So, for the Fire Crystal, we're gonna want to head where Bahamut is up here. Trying to remember this map. Where we get the rat tail, desert. Oh, where's the fireplace? There's Crescent Lake, right? We need to go down here. Head here. So we need to head to this. Head down to here in west. Okay. The Crescent Lake's where we can like get the blue. Start working our way toward Mount Glug. Another 5-floor dungeon. At the end of it will be Aerolith. fire crystal. Ooh. Push by it. Broken's. Poison going around here. We're about to rest. Let's. Might just use Faraga. Ooh! So weak, man. Red Mage, dude. Clearly you were here for the buffs. Have level 6 magic here. Here, right mage can get a higher level to do. Vizra will raise the party's evasion, yeah. Exit to get us out of dungeons. Sona to cure stone. Protect 3. Red Mage, not learn any of these. Red Wizard, eventually learn Threndaga. The rest of these are cut off to him forever. Becomes a wizard, we can come back and get a Threndaga. And he can learn Exit and Terra, and so I might honestly just get him these 3 because like his Thundaga's not gonna be. Weapon. We could get him a mithril axe and pass down the sword he already has to the red. Armor store. Items. Got our potion. So we're actually to the point now we can max out our high potions as well. We have all the healing we never need. All the mana we'll ever need. Fun. Don't need Phoenix. These downs would be useful for other party members to do it. Like, find more time. Go ahead and stay at the end. Costs 200 now. Go talk to the old sages that are... Oop. Husband is always traveling, and the little time he is home, he sleeps all. His priority. 12 sages are we, guided to this land by the stars and prophets. 4 great crystals exist in this world. The light that once shone within them is now lost. The 4 fiends of chaos block the power of the crystals as their own. Fire, earth, water, and wind. These are the 4 forces that compose our world. The source of the 4 forces are the altars scattered throughout the world. Defeat the fiends that have taken root there and lift up the crystal you carry to the altar. The crystal should regain its brilliance. The 4 fiends plot to rule the world, both past and present. The Fiend of Wind appeared 400 years ago, followed 200 years later by the Fiend of Water. Together they laid waste to civilization in the Fiend of Earth rots the land. Where the Fiend of Fire passes, all is cast into flame. When all 4 crystals shine once more, return here, and all will be revealed. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us. Warriors of light, only you can do this. Volcano Mount Gulag rests to the west of this. The Fiend of Fire long slept within its passages, but she has awoken 200 years before her time. Vanquish her before the world is consumed in its flame. Well done, Warriors of Light. You have defeated the Fiend of Earth and restored the crystal's light. Sadly, drawn the notice of the Fiend of Fire, who was not to have stirred for another 200 years. Take this canoe and go face the Fiend at Mount Gulag. I am Lucan. I see a cycle of wrath, a dim light guided by destiny, and above which our entire future resolves. So he is the one whose prophecy is named after, so prophesy. Now that we have the raft, we can walk across shallow water. Now that we have all those ethers and potions, we have all the staying power we'll ever need. Let's head out. Ahead. Ice cap? Oh wait. Let's just sail around a little bit. We'll figure it out. A lot of dead ends in here. do not remember my way through here, and I seem to be picking every time.